What is going on, guys? Lazy Modding here. Let's go for 3 for 3. We are nailing this streaming crap here lately. Like, we are just correction, we are 3 for 4. I forgot we didn't stream Tuesday night. But still, for someone that doesn't stream constantly, we are rocking it. So, we are rocking a different streaming setup tonight. I am using Streamlabs just to see how it works. So yeah, that's new. I am watching comments as well. At least I should hopefully be getting those streamed in. Why is there? Okay, hopefully the audio is coming. If you guys are listening to the stream on YouTube, please let me know if you guys have audio, because right now, looks like YouTube's saying there's none going in, but I just want to make sure it's coming in. If not, I can figure out how to listen to it myself, but okay, we do have audio. Sweet, let's go. Okay, so now that all that is set up, yeah, go ahead and hide the cover image. We do have like a viewer count thing, and it should be working relatively right, so hopefully that will kind of keep going there, and we'll keep rocking and rolling tonight. So if y'all are new to the stream, holy cow, I had so many tabs open. I don't need that pulled up. Don't need that pulled up. And I don't need that pulled up. Perfect. Exile that, exile that. Just try to... I ain't too worried about processing power, but just in case if that's part of the issues. Close. Geesh. Okay. Yeah. I'll go ahead and start up FS22. Got a few people listening. That's awesome. So hopefully we can get some. We're up to like 3 viewers, so we are rolling. So if you guys have been following the Facebook, you did see that I did drop a MDS grapple and bucket this evening. That's an update. Why does that do that? I don't get why it does that. Okay, now, so if it just crashes, now it won't mess up. Okay, perfect. So, I'm actually going to turn that volume down for you guys. Now y'all can't hear anything, but okay. I was trying to get all this set up all nice and neat and everything, but I have yet to get that, so. I was trying to see if there's a way to just capture the output of a certain like window, but I don't see that, so we'll just pump that back up, I guess. So anyway, thanks guys for joining in this evening. We're just gonna kind of chill and play. Feel free to drop in the comments, or yeah, so we're just gonna kind of just roll with it tonight. So hopefully everything works out somewhat smooth. I will be right back while this loads. I'm gonna go grab Okay, we are back. I was just trying to get laptop set up so we could, if I had someone that wanted to chat, then I could just move them over without killing the stream. So, so hopefully that will work out fairly well. I don't, of course it changed it. Why did it? Well, I take that back. I'll have to kill the stream to fix crap anyway. Okay. That's strange, but okay. Yeah. So I don't really have any moderators on, so I'm trying to manage everything by myself here, and needless to say, it'll be fun. Yeah. So looks like we're up to like 5 viewers now. So I tried to put that viewer count thing out of the way, so I didn't realize that Streamlabs actually had one that showed up anyway. That or I would just not put it on here. But I guess it's good to know that everything's kind of working right. There's my lighting. But yeah, so feel free to chit chat, you know, talk about a little bit of anything, and we've talked about quite a few things in the last few streams, so I'm just bored, so I stream a lot when I'm bored. So this week has been completely opposite of last week. So are y'all hearing double on output audio? Just trying to make sure. So it looks like I have 2 outputs for it. So also, if you are listening in surround sound, I think we have surround sound going tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I think we do. And if we do, that is awesome. Because I forgot to change it back over to a 2.1 channel. So we are running a 5.1 channel, which is awesome. So, yeah, not much has happened since last time we streamed. I haven't played much today. I've been fixing things to get stuff ready for releases and stuff. Knocked the FFA sign out in a few minutes this morning. So life is good. I really hope this chat's working. I don't know how to fix it if it's not working. Okay, so chat is working. You guys are just oddly quiet for tonight. Used to all y'all like chit-chatting and stuff. Maybe they'll come on later. As last night, it got fairly active, but we were streaming a lot later. I don't know how long we'll stream tonight, to be honest. It just depends. But if you guys are listening, do go hit that subscribe button, please, because I'm actually supposed to have an animation that pops on the screen that says this person subscribed. So I want to know if it works. So be the first to do that, and you might see your screen name pop up on the screen. If not, I will give you a shout out because I have a running list. So Ronan, hello as well. Welcome to being the first comment of the night. I do appreciate it. Also, this could be in a future update of the map. A little bit of an edit of the silage bunkers here. The little gap, but yeah, now light doesn't shine through them. So I also fixed that this morning. So Yeah, new textures, so it looks a little bit better. It's just hard to do, to get a decent looking texture map on something that's so giant. So, but yeah, so. Oh, don't be leaving now, viewers. Jeez. Oh, now we're up to 5. I just guess I need to say that more often. Anyway, well, I guess. Don't have much we're doing in the winter, so we're just gonna feed cows daily and then get ready for spring to start planting beans and harvesting cereal crops, I guess. So, hopefully y'all will enjoy the bucket or the updated buckets and stuff. So that was a pain to figure out what the heck was going on. Do. Surely one of you 5 people are not subscribed to the channel. I'm calling y'all out right now. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. You don't even have to turn the little notification bell on. Like, I ain't gonna push you to do that. Sure, it'd be awesome, but I can agree to not getting pinged every time someone makes a video. So, very few people do I have notifications on for when they post a video. Very few people. And, oh, nailed the calf hutch. Most of the time those people are fairly post a video like one of every 3 days or something. So, anyway. We're a little low on maize silage and hay. Straw is okay. Clover hay that I can't do anything with. All the straw's impeding its ground. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. What I really want is to have like a little feeder that I can just take back here instead of. But that's unrealistic, so I don't want to try to do that. So, this is our young stock. This is a edit of a truck that I am quote unquote working on. This exact version of it will never be released just due to the mixer not being mine, and I didn't get permission to release it. So yeah, so I have a different version I'm working on, but this exact one that you're seeing here won't be released. I am on Leona, Pennsylvania. I don't know why I just said, I was about to call it Luray, but that's my map and that's in Kansas. Nope, we are in Leona, Pennsylvania, for that one welder. So, oh dang, there's still a lot in this. It's so the map is fairly focused around dairy, so there's quite a bit of grass fields. I'll kind of show you. So everywhere where it's like that green color is all grass fields. Some of them are cut off by the map border, but some of them aren't. So like you get over here and there's a lot of hay ground, and I got a few fields back up here that are also hay ground. All this up here can be, so I would say it's a pretty good hay map. Not a whole lot of them out there yet, so It is by large H mapping. If you want to go download it, so that is where it's coming from. So looks like we need to feed the dairy cows as well. Well, that slowly ticks down to 0. Turn y'all's volume down so it's not like blaring. So I'm just gonna mute that output. Put that output there. Perfect. That looks better. A little bit more solid across the aspect ratio there. Base food up. So now we don't have just one mixer to make, but we have 2 we have to fix. So we get a lot of hay grinding today. Maverick Mech high as well. I appreciate it for sure. So if you haven't yet, please do go and subscribe. Hopefully maybe one day I can get big enough that we hit 1,000 subscribers. That would be amazing. To think that only 1 out of every 5 people on Facebook have to subscribe for that to happen. But yeah. Whoa, a little too much sauce on that. Howdy, David. It is going somewhat decent. Fairly stable on the views tonight, so I don't expect crazy numbers, but hey, you know, I'll take whatever we can get. So, although I do see no one has subscribed yet, so, and I have an animation that I tried to make that will show up when someone subscribes, so I'm waiting for someone to subscribe. Because see, I'm from Southwest Missouri, so I know exactly what you're talking about. It's beef and hay. And even what crops that are out there are meant for cattle production. So I know exactly what you're talking about. That's my goal on the Luray map, if I ever get around to it, is like custom animal feeds and stuff. So have like true distillers and stuff like that. Because that's what BG is in Maize Plus, is distillers. But like majority of the corn goes to feeding cows. So no, I know exactly what you're talking about there. Yeah, luckily enough with the Edit Maize Plus, they made it to where you technically don't have to TED it constantly, which is a huge plus, because doing that constantly gets you tired. I just don't know yet if there's a way to make it dry by itself. And I honestly don't really know why Giants removed that in the first place, because like that was like a key feature of Seasons. So Riley, wish we had a slaughterhouse in the game. Are you referring to like, what are you referring, like a sell point as in? Yeah, Maverick, as long as y'all keep it clean, that's all. Just like come and let me know who you are, and then I can add you in. On there. I just have to like stop it because I can't do it on my other place, which is dumb. But yeah, just let me know what, like, get in the chat. So, as far as a slaughterhouse and base game, I don't. It just depends. Most time that just becomes stockyards, just because like, I don't know. Very rarely do you see like smaller things referring to it. I've thought about adding one in on Luray, but I just haven't wanted to yet. So. Yeah, I completely can understand what you're referring to there. But it just, I don't know. There's a lot more that goes into it as far as just trying to make sense of stuff. So, but yeah, I completely get where you're trying to come from with that comment about adding it. It's just one of those things that, yeah. Why is that not feeding? Should be feeding. There it goes. Yep, we're up to 6 viewers, so that's a win for the night. I can't see what's back here, so I'm just guessing on where we sit. I need an electronic display for this mixer. That thing really comes in handy sometimes. Dun, 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 dun. So that one will kind of just vibe there for a little bit. Flick on those lights. It is slowly in the works. I messed around with it a little bit today. I just had to go back and rebuild some stuff on it to try to get it to function right how Giants wants it. But I'm really hoping this weekend I can get it back into the testing queue. I just haven't had a whole lot of time to focus on it, so I just don't know how long it'll take for it to like get through and get past. So I'm trying to like keep up dead space with other projects, because if I don't keep making new stuff, I'll just get burnt out and I won't ever do anything. So yeah, that's the fun part of all this. So the molasses building, I haven't really touched it. too terribly much, mainly because I was waiting on the script. So now that I have, so the guy that you've seen that did the other molasses freestanding towers or bins or tanks, that was Squatch. So we all work together in a very large sense on stuff. So I'm gonna just bug him sometime, probably next week, to say, hey, could I get that script from you? And then yeah, go ahead, Akula. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. But yeah, in terms of the molasses mod, it's slowly coming along. Probably won't have any other releases for the rest of the week though, so don't get your hopes up. Waiting for the software to pick up a subscriber. We have one. I'm waiting for it to animate, but it hasn't dinged, so I don't know. Some of this stuff is just too crazy. Part of me just wants to go back to, oh, there it is. I heard it ding. I don't know if it animated or not, but it certainly dinged. Oh, it did not animate. Let me fix that. I know exactly how to get that to fix. There we go. Now it works. Perfect. Maverick, are you talking about the Discord server or what exactly? I'm kind of confused. If you're talking about joining this server, it's closed. Because I use a crap ton of private mods, so yeah. Pretty much most of the stuff you'll see is relatively open to the public. Some of it's not, but with your building, do you add products to make molasses? So as it sits, there's currently no production point to make molasses, so you just buy it. I am going to try to figure out how I want to do that in the future. But for the right now, you'll probably just buy it or use like the Maze Plus add-ons and you can sorry, I kind of like zoned out there. You can use the Maze Plus things, and then like you can truck some over there, because like it'll have, so right under the spigot that goes out, there's also an intake, so you can like unload into there and stuff like that. So the water will just be free sourced, because yeah, I don't want to try to script that in. But no, the molasses will probably be to where you can just buy it via a trigger that's like within the building, or you can tank it in or haul it in from some other place and dump it in there. So I'll probably like increase the price for the spawning in the building, just because try to keep something realistic. But But as far as making molasses, I need to like look into actually how they do that, because I don't know. And I don't even know if we have like the products within FS to be able to like make that possible. Do you plan on making any other hay equipment in the future? I have plans. I'm not gonna say what they are yet, or say that I'm gonna do it, because frankly, there's a chance I just don't get around to it. A lot of this stuff just depends on a lot of it just depends on how busy I am on stuff, and how many hours I'm willing to spend in Blender relearning stuff. That was probably the longest part of the Tedder process, was just I redid it like 3 or 4 times in Blender just because I was not liking how it was working. So I'll that one quick. There's a few projects I'd love to add into FS. And it's gonna go along with the lines of North America. Like North American type hay equipment. But I'm not gonna say what they are, because honestly I could change my mind. But I have plans. Will they happen? I don't know yet. Northeast, when do you plan on to release the Tedder? Right now I don't. Right now I don't necessarily know the answer to that question, because it depends a lot on getting it through Giants. I'm hoping that the second go around can be the go ahead, because that'd be awesome. I have my doubts about that though, because I'm still learning all of this. So I don't really know when it's gonna be planned to release. So it won't. If it passes the second round, it probably won't be back. If it passes everything, it won't. There's towards the end of next week. But Luca, yeah, you can just shoot me a message on Messenger, or Discord, or whatever you have. If you don't have Discord that I downloaded, don't worry about it. You just message me on Messenger. Just let me know whenever, because it only sends me like updates 2 or 3 times a day that it says, hey, this person sent you a message. So that way, so when people go crazy asking me questions, it doesn't blow up my phone. That's what happens when people like send you 100 messages a day. It's not always fun. Apparently I need to like turn the clip distance up on those numbers, because I can't see them. Is that a self-propelled, or is that a pull behind? I've worked around with Krone mowers before. We've never ran a self-propelled, so pull type. Yeah, that's. I'd love for there to be more pull type that have like true crimping and everything on it, instead of just like a blade. I don't know why, but like it seems like no modders ever make it. So Whiskey Sierra is working on pull type New Holland, but I believe from what I can tell, it is also not a conditioner mower. So yeah, I don't thought about trying to like figure out how to make it to where uh, yeah, I get most new mowers nowadays are 3-point. They just work better that way. But yeah, no. I've tried to like figure out how to like be able to quote unquote attach a conditioner that functions as like a tether. So, but I haven't got there yet. So, nor do I actually know if I will or not. So, we got a few more bales to put in there. No, I severely think that, or definitely think that 3-point attachment, at least on mowers, is the way to go. You can clear a lot more easier doing it that way. Yeah, was wondering if someone would use the lich crimper from the Swaller pack. Yeah, I don't. So if you use Maze Plus, you can basically do that without needing that crimper. That's the good thing. Is like the way they have it set up is if you do have a conditioner, then you can actually implement it. So realistically, the Vermeer mower that they released does not have crimping on it. It is just a bar, which sucks because the way they do it, it looks horrible compared to how it should be in real life. But well, what can you do? I definitely think I put way too much straw in there. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, perfect. But yeah, in regards to pin type, yeah, definitely. I mean, pin type has its advantages. If you don't have, like, if you have a smaller tractor that doesn't have as beefy of a 3-point attachment system, or like smaller mowers like the Rebel mowers, I don't really think those need to be 3-point mowers. But like the newer, how the Mokos have it and everything like that. Definitely those will be big pluses in regards to that stuff. It just depends on your operation. If you're fairly small, I don't really see the need for a 3-point mower. I mean, because you don't have that big of an operation and don't really need like a Krone mower like that. Because if you think about it, like, I mean, you are getting those things are meant to fly and to cover a lot of hay very, very quickly. Like one year we demoed one and I think we were cutting it like 13 mile an hour. Not with the swathage style, like a true pull behind him. It was keeping up and it was clean cutting, and we were downright amazed. But yeah, no, if you're smaller, I don't like if I were to like start over and have my own operation where we didn't have the funds that we had, I would be perfectly fine just using just a smaller 3-point, or not 3-point, but a pen mower. I mean, like, sure, it has its, like, especially if you have like the quick adapt 3-point, you'll hook up to mowers in no time. But like I said, they all have their purposes. They're all made for a reason. So I don't know when the actual, we just noticed them when we upgraded our Mokos. So I don't actually know when true pin, or when, clearly that bale is not going to stay in there. Bam. Yeah, I don't know. It's all got its uses for a reason, so that's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, I was really hoping it would stay in the grinder. It would really help, but it didn't, so oh well. If I ever add collisions to this thing, then that issue will be fixed, but right now everything just kind of falls to the side because there's no collisions, so I can't just drop a bale in it, so even with the bale shredder on top. But hopefully whenever I get around to putting the other mixer on it, everything will be working right, so. You're sitting at volume -20. Still got a lot of ways to go. Trying to decide if I want to keep more wet food in it or put more hay in it. I think as it sits, we probably have more wet food standing than hay. I haven't yet found out where you use like CCM and cracked corn on. That is one thing missing from Maize Plus is cracked corn. Like it's got like the meal from cracked corn, but it doesn't actually have cracked corn. But no, I haven't yet figured out where that is in the Maize Plus stuff. Ugh. Should be pushing. Yeah, I don't know what exact model they were using on the Moco. That's in 22 and 19. If it's a smaller one, it might not probably just have a bar on it, but what do you mean version? Because that one was actually edited. So the screenshot itself, I just went in and placed a bale behind it so it matched. But since then I've actually edited the 560 and it's not going to be pub for public because I'm not going to go through that nightmare again of crap that other people have done. So it will remain in my mod folder. So 3451. We'll call it that. Let's see where we sit. Turning radius on this truck absolutely is dog crap. Actually need to see if that 560 edit will actually work. I don't know if I've actually tested it or not. It's crazy how dark it is at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Something's not right. No, I went in and edited this way. It should be producing the right bales so it will work right. I just haven't tested it yet, so I don't actually know. I wish the hitch was different on this one. I really love the chrome or the balers. It just looks nice. But the freaking hitch where it always drags in the ground is stupid. And I haven't ever used these yet. This is the baler I currently have. Yeah. So, have a lot of balers. Most of them are mediocre. Maybe if we get around to hay season again in the save, we can use the 560. See if it works or not. Because that's chores for the day, so I don't know what I'm going to do now. We'll probably grind up hay. I don't know. I don't know how much hay we can actually store. That was strange. Just caught the trigger of the bucket, I guess. And we'll try this in the big. Gotta clean that silage out. Referring to as that's the model of the Mocha that you did, Donald, or hey, we're up to 7 viewers now. Now we're rocking. Howdy, it's just T-Car. Welcome to the stream. I've thought about adding it onto a straight frame truck. It'd look cool. It needs the proper conversion to 22 anyway. When Tyson did it, he just did it really quick. So basically, we were in a rush to try to get as many of the big mods converted as possible. At least they'd be done better than other edits of them would be. So that's why I fixed the MDS buckets and stuff like that. So. Man, I don't know how much hay we can actually put in there. I'll be 27,000 liters with all 3 bales there. Hopefully it's not overflowing over the back. I don't think it is. Also, so that's kind of how I'm basing that feed truck, is to try to set it up via AR frame. That's how the other bed is setting up for an AR frame. I was actually talking to Half-Ass Modding the other day to like figure out how to set that up so it could be all compatible on all his trucks and stuff like that, because he's been doing some pretty good work, I'll be honest. So it makes me jealous how good the work he's doing. So I just want 1 bale. I really feel like that's how most of them should be. The only issue with AR frames is if the nodes are not placed correctly. Then there'll be a weird offset for it. That's the only downside to AR stuff, which you can theoretically change by adding like a mouse control for the position of it. You just got to be careful, because like with this, it's already got the belt that you can mouse control and stuff. But I'm trying to figure out. Odd, that's strange there, Donald. How I am doing good, just D-Car. Appreciate it. Seen one on a semi before too. Ah, okay. You're talking about the shredder. Okay. I was like, what? You saw one of my mods on a semi before, but no, I get where you're coming from there now. The few I've seen, like Sony Farms, they had one that was out, that was like a big, almost logging looking truck, but it was on a trailer, and it was like powered by a direct drive. So I don't know if they're powered by a PTO shaft on trucks, or if they're powered by a diesel generator on the truck. The only thing is if it's powered by the power of the truck, then you couldn't technically move it. So, yeah. Just gonna keep trying to pack that shed as full as we can of hay here, and it helps when you get the collisions right. It makes it look a lot better. As long as it's not pushing out the back, we'll be okay. There's still a few collision issues on a few things, but can't be perfect. Yeah, it honestly probably just got lost in transition somewhere. that are like arrays or something didn't work properly with it. So there's a few reasons that it could have got cut out of the model. So as in the PTO was running hydraulics that powered it. That'd still almost leave the truck unusable though. I don't know. Because in FS you can't necessarily make that realistic unless you like crank up the amount of power used. So like whenever you like pull a mixer and you have it on, how slow you go. But that's really the only thing I can think of. I don't know. I'd probably just like build a box or something to hide the PTO shaft in and just call it a day. Because you'd have to do a little bit of editing to the frame. The axle stuff would have to come off in the hitch, but I need to mess around with AR boxes because I have a few mods I want to build off of them. I just haven't had time to dig in yet. I'll probably base them off of 82 Studios stuff. Yeah, see, that's the few I've seen. They've had like their own dedicated engine on them. I mean, just be like move during shredding and not have to stop shredding, move up a few inches, then start shredding again. Which, in most sense, you'd probably just like. I don't know how often people actually shred hay, like how I'm doing it currently. But I just feel like they'll have it mobile and not have to like rely on it being stationary would help, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll add that to like my mod to-do list that's getting longer and longer every day. Sorry, I was responding to. Yeah, it just depends on how it's set up. Although, just depends, I guess. Depends on how much work I'm willing to put into it. If I even want to do it. Like I said, I've said it many times before, I mod for myself. It just so happens that people like it, so. Well, I will cap it at 27,000 liters here. I think we'll fill it up pretty nicely, so. Because most of the other hay we'll just dump right into the truck, but to be able to scoop out and stuff, that will be a nice storage to have, and then clean this out somehow and put forage back in there. Yeah. Once spring comes around, or I guess summerish, once summer rolls around, we can go and get more straw. I keep having to buy straw to fill up stuff. Yeah, hopefully this is somewhat clean enough. So I can't really get in from behind, so. Just try and get that last little piece of grass. As much work as I did on the triggers on this thing, they're still not perfect, so sadly. Wish they were perfect, because it'd be awesome, but yeah, a little bit different system specs required for 19, that's for sure, or 22, so I mean, I kind of upgraded mine. Well, I rebuilt it right before FS22 came out, so I had fairly decent stats, or stacks. Yeah, specs, not stats. And then I upgraded to a newer drive, or a newer graphics card. I don't know, like in June, I think. So right as they announced the 40 series, and my Thursday's going fairly decent. It's been a day. But you know, we're just vibing tonight. So, yeah. Perfect. That's clean. Okay, we'll pull this out so I can keep shredding. And then go and try to clear this out from the back here. Move that down to like 1 meter. But so far so good. But yeah, no, I caught my graphics card right as the prices were going down to the announcement of the 40 series, so got a fairly decent deal on it. It's fairly built 30 series, so I'll take it. It's had no issues, so because I mean I'm running. I mean FPS hits a little low in some places. More trees you get in the background, but I mean this is also at 4K, so see, I couldn't just completely built my own. It was just cheaper to build it how I wanted it instead of trying to order everything in it that I wanted. So not too many people have custom built stuff, but luckily I was lucky to be able to be one of those that do. So it's been enjoyable, that's for sure. So 'cause I do video editing, so I don't really game too terribly much. Like FS is pretty much what I do, so I don't even have a console to play on. So I've thought about getting a console, but at the same sense, I just don't know if I'd play on it enough. I mean, I have two 43 4K TVs that I could play on, but I just don't know if I'd ever play on it enough to warrant spending the money on a console. Especially the new ones. I guess they're still pretty expensive. You know, back in high school, I'd always wanted a console. Always. Never got one. And then, yeah, so then I just kind of worked my way up on a PC, and here I am. So, I just don't do a whole lot. It is just crazy how dark it is. This is crazy. And I'm not hardly running any shaders either. That's the thing. Like, I have tint. I think that's the only shader I'm running is tint. Everything else is custom lighting. And I don't know if I can edit it within while the game's open or not. Kluka? Did you ever send me a message on anything, if you're still listening? So I have a 3060 TR or TX, I think. TRX is Dodge truck. It's the ACS rough. So it's built like a bigger series, but it doesn't struggle. And processing wise, I have the i9 12,000 series, or the 12,000 gen unlocked. So yeah, it's fairly well built in sense of stuff. So I've very rarely seen it to where I actually max anything out. Like, I did a benchmark and I still didn't actually match anything out. So I'm going to see if I can't figure out how to mess around the lighting, because I have not messed around with it much. I just don't know if I can do it. Hello, Sam. Thanks for joining the stream this evening. If you guys haven't, please do hit that subscribe button. If you like fanciness, it will pop up on the screen that says you subscribed. So there's a benefit of doing it, and I will give you a shout out because I solely want so bad to hit 1,000 viewers or 1,000 subscribers. It'd mean the world to hit that. So I keep hoping one day that, we'll get 500 subscribers overnight, which I know won't ever happen, but one could wish, I guess. Oh, I definitely went to the wrong spot. My games. Holy crap, I got so many save games. Shader cache. Oh, we got a subscriber. Let's see if it tings off. Should ting off. Notified me on everything else, so I'm just waiting for it to... It takes a minute for it to, load on here. I do not want the shaders to make the game look like a cartoon. I don't like that. Like, with a burning passion, I do not like it. I just don't know if I can, change the stuff outside of the game. Oh, it is taking a hot minute. I mean, I know who it is, so if it doesn't work, there it is. Kind of hard to see on the background. Anyway, it's just T-Car. Thank you for subscribing. So, it nailed the timing there pretty good. See, I knew you subscribed because, I got it on, my phone and everything. It just took forever for it to, load. Awesome, David. Well, hopefully it will ping you as well here fairly soon. I'm just trying to figure out how to make the winter sky brighter. I think it has to be something here, but I really don't know actually what I'm doing, so I just don't want to mess anything up. Yeah, because I really actually don't know what I'm doing, so I just wanted it to be a little bit brighter in the winter, but I don't know how to do that. Assume it has to be something with this, but all the numbers are the same. talking about the screen bright or this bright? Because this is noon. Now if this was day, it would be really bright. But this is noon. And I have to use a flashlight to see. So it's like we're in Alaska or something. Because without the custom lighting, this is what it looks like. But if you add the custom lighting, I just want it to be a little bit brighter during the day. Auto exposure versus fixed exposure. So we'll have to like push this up, I guess. See what that does. I don't know if it'll actually load it in game or if I have to like reset stuff. So that doesn't look much brighter. I'm sure there's like a tutorial for this somewhere, but I just don't have a clue how to do it. So this will prove if it will reload in game or not. Does not look like it, so I probably just have to reset, but I don't really feel like doing that. I'm sure there's a way to like reload that mod. Holy moly macaroni. Oof. Well, that just messed things up. So I have Relight downloaded, but I haven't messed around with it, and I just really messed crap up. I think we were on the first day of January. Oh, now it's actually snowing. Oh man, we really. See, like, I tried Relight, it's just not working quite how I want it. So we're just gonna quit out of that because I completely butchered that. Don't hit reload environment. So, adios, David. I appreciate you tuning in for the night, man. Sliding as in like sliding around on a road, or the header, the mower sliding around on it. But no, Epic, I haven't figured out exactly how to get the Relight mod to work yet, because it gives me an error on the color grading.xml. So I haven't watched enough YouTube videos to learn about it. I've been too busy making YouTube videos to. The only thing I can think of is possibly wheels or the weight of it. I know physics kind of changed in 22, so there's like a chance that like it's just not the right weight or something. So you might just like mess around and see what like helps it and what doesn't. I haven't really had that issue because most of the mods that like I make, I don't worry about that on, but that's still not, well, I guess that's a little bit brighter. Yeah, there's the custom, so yeah. It's coming along. Fairly decent there, Sam. It's just tedious process trying to just make sure I do everything right so I can try to get it passed through this time. But it's kind of one of those things that you don't really know till it goes through. So, I've added weight and friction, and that still doesn't. Does it use like custom wheels within the mod, or does it use custom, or does it use like wheels from in-game? Because a lot of it is that the wheels, like custom wheels, aren't set up right. So like the semi over here, I don't really know, to be honest. I haven't messed around enough like to figure that out, so I don't honestly have an answer for you. Yeah, I don't have an answer for you. Anyway, hopefully cows are fed and then we can just go to sleep again. They're fairly fed. Hopefully at some point we can start getting milk from the other cows. Oh, not the tractor I wanted. Yeah, that's a little bit brighter than it was before, at least. I don't have to use headlights. Looks a little bit brighter on your guys' stream. It just must be the monitor's colors turned down. It's just possible. The color... Whoa. The color profile on Samsung's a little strange. I've tried to messing around with it. I haven't got a whole lot of place. Trying to respond to comments on my release post and maintaining the stream. It's be tricky sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. Oh man, the blurred picture post really got y'all. Like, half y'all have like messaged me saying like the post is messed up. No, the blur's there for a reason. It wouldn't be fun if I showed you guys what we were releasing. We had all this happen last night. So, if any of you all were on last night, you know how y'all were kept just guessing to see what all I was going to release. So, and none of y'all got it right. So, plus I don't think really anyone expected me to release those anyway. So, than the few I've had tested. Oh yeah, there's a lot more sunshine now. I don't have to use the lights to load now. I think both mixers are still full, so I don't know what I'll have to do today. Dun dun dun. Man, those calves eat through the base food now. Like, there it is, eating right through it. I'm about to build a feed mill just to try to keep up to them, because this is crazy. I haven't had a whole lot of PTOs acting weird since the update. I've had some frame hits, but nothing too drastic. We also completely skipped mod desk version of 70, so that was strange. It went right from 69 to 71. Means there's been 70, probably more like 65-ish updates of FS across all the series, which is fairly cool. Any of you guys getting the Platinum DLC? Just curious to see if anyone is or not. Nice, nice. So have you got like all the DLCs so far? I've looked at the season pass, but I just decided. I just don't do forestry enough to want to worry about it. Like, I didn't get pumps or hoses either. Perfect. I'll take a look here in a minute for you there, Aluka. I wonder if that was just because it was through Creative Mesh. I don't. So far, none of the other DLCs, like, I think the only DLC I've truly have is the Vermeer Pack. I don't think I've downloaded any of the other ones. Actually, I don't need straw. I don't know why I'm getting straw. Get out of there. It's lengthy. Oh, let me look here. That is a quite lengthy message. Kula, let me get this stream done, and I will write you a response back later this evening or tomorrow. I just don't know if I have time. Chris Tally, what's up, lazy? Don't plan on getting it and don't have pumps and hoses yet. Don't know if pumps and hoses. I just heard that pumps and hoses breaks a lot of stuff. So I don't really do that much stuff with it. So that's the only issue I have. Like the concept's cool, but like the physics, I just don't know if they're able there to make it work. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't do that much with it, so I don't know. Don't know if it'd be worth it to me, pretty much. Bales do not like to stay on that bump at all. Oh, like manure. Oh crap. I can't remember what that was called. Manure system. That's what it was. Yeah, no, I love that. That was fairly nice add-on. I used it a lot. And most of the modders that are doing sprayers are making it compatible. Like if you look, like they all have like the inlets on them that you could hook up to in a sense for that. I just don't know if Whipster will ever bring it or if he's just not going to worry about it with Creative Mesh doing those pumps and hoses. Yeah, no, that map or that mod was. I wish it would come back. I just don't know enough about scripting to bring it back. Much less, I doubt Whipster would let someone else take it over. So. But no, it was nice. But just throw a few hoses down and hook it up, and you're on your way. But supposedly that's what this is supposed to do. But I don't know if he'll ever get around to it or not. He has said he's going to bring it. Sweet. Cannot wait. He's been putting out some decent mods. I ain't going to lie. He got GPS done really quick. If y'all are new here, do please... Whoa, that was odd. Please do go and hit that subscriber button. That would really mean the world. I would love to get to 1,000 followers or 1,000 subscribers. I just don't know if he'll make it or not. So, like I said, I would love to just downright be able to hit 1,000 followers, then worry about watch hours, because I've been racking up like 100 watch hours the last week. So we're doing good on watch hours, but without subscribers, I don't have a way to get the monetization, and then be able to bring you guys new tools and stuff like that. So Along with, make a few dollars here and there. Like pay for the third monitor I so desperately need for live streams. I don't know where I'll put it, but desperately know I need one. Where are we sitting on the truck here? Too shabby. I don't know where we lost an extra liter of hay at, but are you referring to pump? I think, Donald, I always wonder if you're like behind or something. Or your chats are just coming in really delayed. I've seen you reply to a few things and I know what you're talking about, but like in sense of this, I'm not sure. Not completely sure what you're talking about. Also, does that viewer count look okay on your guys' screen that's like above the map? I tried like put it up there because I didn't know if I'd have it or not. Above it somewhere where it's not like bugging. I just don't know if you guys can see it or not. I hope you guys can because it's saying it's on the broadcast going out, but I just don't know because I don't want to play it and then like have a nightmare happen in my head where everything goes to crap. Like right now it says we should be sitting at like 6 viewers. Awesome. Perfect. Eventually want to get like a subscriber account on there or something. I don't know. This is the first night I've used Streamlabs, so I'm still trying to get used to it all. Trying to see if I want to go with Streamlabs on stuff or if I want to go back to OBS where I can write certain scripts for stuff. Man, I didn't think we'd have to chop corn, but we might straight up just have to chop corn again. So I am eating through the silage. So what all content do you guys think that would like help increase like viewer and subscribers? So I don't watch terribly a bunch of FS content. I'm not gonna lie. Like I understand like where real farmers get stuff, but like I just don't know what people want to see from like a modder in gameplay because like I don't really ever play with anyone. I mean sometimes we all are just on kind of different schedules within our modding group, so I just don't know. I don't know what to show to like pique interest, you know what I mean? Like I've been trying to get like normal streams so people like tune in and stuff, but I don't know if that's like worth it or not. So just let me know what your thoughts are on like what to have and stuff like that. Done. We've done messed up, Aaron. Well, it looks like just like one load of... Oh, crap. We still got hay that's left to be grinded here. Tractor just shut down or something. That was strange. big time farming as in like crop operation, or I don't know if I want to get pumps and hoses. I ain't gonna lie, it's not really my game style, to be honest. Sure, it adds a cool aspect, but I just... I have no clue what is going on here. It's like strange. It's like one in grass silage, and then if we stay on here long enough, we might have to build the feed mill over there and mix in it, because we're eating through this stuff quite a bit. I just have to figure out how to add on Maize Plus to the feed mill. It's doable. I just got to figure out how to like add in the recipes and stuff. We're up to 9 viewers, at least on one thing. The viewer count on the stream apparently says 8, so I don't know which one's more true or not. Oh, well, I don't really know what to do, because like everything's done. I mean, we're just kind of just waiting now. Yeah, but what I seem to like to do doesn't get a whole lot of attraction, so I just don't know exactly what to do. That's the issue. Like, I want to try to like implement more like stuff what people like. I just don't know what it is that people want to see. That makes sense. So I guess we could always like take the mower and mow, but it's January. It'd be weird to mow. Got manure that needs spreading, but I don't really have a field to spread it. And I don't know if I have a fertilizer I want to spread it with either. I want an Archway. I want to get an Archway in here. I just don't know if I have the patience to make it. It's like there's a side slinger. Guess the Archway will have to be something else I add to the list. I have them set at 3. That's generally what I play at. Whenever I get bigger, I might increase it to like 6 or something. But I just feel like 3 is like fairly perfect for what I do. Because I don't want to be stuck in a whole month for forever. But in the same sense, I don't want it to fly through. So well, I guess we will go sleep through the afternoon again, because I don't know what to do. But yeah, in terms of manure, we're starting to gather a little pile here. I guess we'd enter through there to clean it out. But yeah. Ooh. The flapper guy is live. You know,
How could you forget me?
huh?
How could you forget me?
Oh, I mean, you did take your phone call and just leave the other night, so.
Yeah. Thank God.
Some, that was like the worst possible timing for that.
It won't last then.
Yeah. Maybe now that you're talking on here, maybe we'll get more viewers. Who knows?
People just like the way my voice sounds. You never know.
I'm just happy my stream's not buffering like crap tonight. And well, you see, I don't have an Artsway spreader to spread it, so you know that's more motivation to drop doing stuff in the game to just then sit and do modding.
You might be working on one. You never know.
Oh, I know there's people working on one. Like I know who it is, but
Yo, I do too, but I don't know. I just wanted one. I figured I'd convert one. It's not going so great.
was there one in 19?
Yep.
Huh, I had no clue.
I think it was Smitty's on his Patreon. If
Mm.
I'm not mistaken.
I know he was getting into some Artsway stuff, but we have a few others that like we've tried to reach out to see like if they would be willing to like share like specs and all that stuff. Because sometimes it's just really hard to like model crap from pictures,
Yeah.
or at least have like something to like base knowledge off of, pretty much. These heifer calves eat a crap ton of feed every day. Probably should not put 50 of them in the pen, I ain't gonna lie. I think that might have been a downright big mistake.
How are you liking the Neona map?
I like it a lot. Of course, we've kind of done a few things to trial and error to the map to see what works and stuff. Like I redid the bunker and it's loaded up on the map. It's been sent over to large H, mainly because like the bunker looked horrible. So I spent 5 minutes this morning remodeling and retexturing it. So it's just a very large object. Even if you put a 4K texture on it, it is still a very large object. So, and I didn't have the option of a 8K texture, or I would have done that. Letting it snow, apparently. Wonderful. So, I knew what you're talking about, Chris. You know, I kind of wish, like, back in 19, where you could, like, set it up, like, to where it just spawned to, like, a little bit of everywhere. Sadly, that doesn't seem to be possible in 22. I also miss the mod that if you were, like, inside a mast area, it would turn off the windshield wipers.
But they fixed that.
No. Well, there's very few things that Giants actually fixed versus just added more issues to.
Oh, gee, thanks for, I didn't even notice that, but thanks for pointing that out now. So now I'll have OCD about that.
What? Oh, the windshield wipers. It always bugs me. Like I'll like just park something in the shed just to so it doesn't get snowed in, and the windshield wipers will just keep going. I'm just like, oh, that's annoying.
I always say you can, like, maybe distract people and put your hand on something.
Like I mean, like I guess like if you're not like doing anything, but Like if it's not snowing inside there, like in here, like there's not. I mean, there's you know,
There should definitely be an option
yeah,
to add it as like a keybind, like a kind of on your windshield wiper, just like the beacons.
yeah.
I think that should be.
This thing also has 3 windshield wipers, so it's strange. And they don't move together. They all are doing their own thing. I also love the look of realistic beacons. I can't remember when I used to play without them. Hardly ever use them, but it's nice to have them.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even use beacons. I think they're ugly. I don't know why. I just refuse to use them.
I don't use them a whole lot until like it just looks cool for like a picture or something. Like I've thought about getting a lot of them and turning it on for a Halloween picture, but I haven't.
Speaking of that, I need to come up with something to release.
Oh, this should be interesting. That has way too much hay inside that mixer. Well, that's awesome. So let's have to haul some base food, I guess, by bucket. I know there should be a keybind. I just don't know what it is. Like I figured out what the headlights were the other day, but no, I know the beacons. No, a guy commented it, said there should be a keybind for the windshield wipers. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah. We're about to find.
Just start clicking every key. Just don't, just don't go to the easy thing to look it up in the menu.
Just don't press Alt F4 and that should be pretty good.
What does Alt F4 do for you?
Change the menu name.
Oh,
Alt F4?
yeah.
It's like a easy way to get out of the game.
Oh, I just use the
You know,
tab.
like oh yeah,
I just do that and hit quit.
yeah. People like go on streams and they're like, "Oh, press Alt F4," because you know they'll be confused on how what it does.
And
How
it
they
just
get out of
quits their
stuff. So
game.
people say Alt F4, yeah, and like midstream, then they just rage.
Oh,
I did a thing. I started, save on Lefty again. Made another pretty nice map.
nice. I did. That was like kind of like the phase to where like I kind of like quote unquote got burnt out of Farm Sim right as soon as it released. So like I played a little bit on it, but like then we started working on the Midwest Horizons map, and I just kind of defaulted to that. So
Okay.
because I don't do well with like the super small fields, uh, like on which I don't know if you're actually watching the stream or not,
I am.
but like I kind of went and plowed a lot of fields together. But
Yeah, I decided it was best for me because I don't know. Whenever Autumn Oaks came out for 19, because I played that map heavily on 17, and then it got like a really bad convert in 19, early start of 19, and I played on that for the most of it. Besides Medicine Creek, I just like smaller fields. I don't know what it is.
see, I went.
I just don't like.
I probably need to go see if I can't convert Medicine Creek by myself over because the edit or the convert that we have in 22 right now just sucks.
It has no buildings on it,
Yeah.
for the main farm.
So
I mean, they have the store and like they edited it to have a neighborhood in it.
see, I just want it back to like how we had it in 19.
But honestly, I don't think Medicine Creek would be the same for me after that.
So Madison Creek's like the closest map that I've ever had at home. So it reminds me a lot. It's so I would straight up say I would play on Leona forever if it was a 4K. But this has to be like one of the longest projects he took just doing a one
It's a
1x.
I believe.
Yeah, it's a 1x map. And the amount of work he put into it for a 1x is just crazy. But I just kind of like this. I don't know. For the most part,
Oh, go ahead.
for the most part, I've kind of had it. So far, I've sat good, but like probably whenever I get like everything going, I straight up might just run out of room.
Alright.
Especially with
Dude,
it.
I talked to Large H whenever he was wanting to do Leona.
Yeah.
Because we were looking at Pennsylvania maps. Because me and him were talking a lot. And he mentioned Leona one day. Because after we got on the call, he's like, oh, I think I found a place. It's called Leona, Pennsylvania. And he did some research on it. And he found out everything they ran. And he wanted to do it. He did it. And it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, he did. He was waiting on me for a long time for me to send him the bunkers because he kind of like worked the main farm around the bunkers. So I kind of felt bad for how long it took me to get the bunkers to him. But now I can do it in like 5 minutes. So we'll make up.
Kurt, what farm do you enjoy better? You enjoy the larger dairy farm, or you enjoy
I
the small
I'm just on the
farm?
large dairy farm. Is the other one up here like field one and area that stuff?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I like those a bit better. You know.
I haven't really ventured out of this like the main area a whole lot yet. I might have to like go up there and see. Which is, sometimes
I was thinking about doing a save on it. I mean, I did the small stuff, but the more I looked at it, the more hillier it got, and I just didn't feel
yeah.
like I wanted to do that.
When did we start getting farmland IDs? Because I
The
have
new update brought that.
that's a nice add-on.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that was that was a new update that came out.
That's nice. That will help. Like I don't have you messed around with the auction mod that does like the farmland auctions?
No.
So it's on the mod hub. But before the update, it would just say like farmland number, but you would have no idea how to know which farmland it actually was.
Right.
So I'm hoping maybe now this will fix that. Maybe we'll see. Kind of forgot how much.
Yeah, that was a new update that came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen the farmland IDs ever. Because I was like, that's not the field IDs. That's nice to know. Oh, man, I missed some comments here. Donald, did you message me a Facebook picture or someone else? Yeah, Madison Creek was a good map. for what it originally came out in 19, it straight up sucked. But I can't remember who did it.
No Creek.
Yep. Yeah, No Creek. They overhauled it and it turned out really amazing. So
I don't know whatever happened to him. I've heard rumors that he's in a mental hospital, but I don't know if that's true.
it's definitely not the same guy as MRG, is it? That map was way too good for MRG stuff. So
Wait, did MRG even make No Creek, or he just converted?
yeah, he just converted it.
Said he made it pretty much.
Yeah. No. So now.
He's burned a lot of bridges with a lot.
Oh,
Burned a lot of bridges with a bunch of people.
he's burnt a lot of bridges. Believe it or not, like Tyson, Jono, myself, Legacy, Western Iowa, we were literally all in a group building a map. And then everything just fell to crap. And then, yeah. And then he went on about like creating the website to like where you had to like pay for more stuff. I'm like, okay, that's it. Sorry, buddy, you're not gonna make hundreds of dollars a month off of what people should know for free. So, and take note, people, I am doing this without any money coming in from YouTube. I'm making all these videos, so I am not making any money from the tutorials. I seen there was people out there like saying, oh well, he just wanted to take the money for himself. And no, I'm not making any money. I still have over 500 subscribers to go before I even come close to making money. Yeah, I'm about to make another Facebook post because that boosted me like 150 subscribers. But really, if I can get one of every 5 people on my Facebook page to subscribe, I'd be to 1,000. So it's just like crazy to think like it's that close, but yet it feels so far away. Like we added 2 tonight, so that makes it, I think we're like 475, I think now. So I never even downloaded Ashton Corners for 22. Like I know everyone said like how bad it is, but I have no clue actually how it is.
It doesn't even have traffic to it. It's pretty bad. Now to be fair, he has like custom crops, but I'm sure that's pretty easy to add to a map.
Yeah, it's fairly easy to add. Like Go ahead.
I like the way the map layout is. Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have like I'm not saying this to be jolly about it, but I think the best map he's ever put out was like Marksville, Wisconsin. That's just my opinion. But the way Ashton's laid out, it's laid out between multiple maps. Even though I said it's a real location, it's laid out from like parts of Marksville, and then Mercer County, and I forget the other one. But
it was just a 4X map, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It should be.
Chris, I honestly don't know. I'd assume it just has something to do with the mask, on adding snow to the roads, like just removing the mask, because like some roads you'll get snow on, but I straight up just don't know. I haven't got to that point on Luray yet, and I straight up still don't know if I will. I gotta figure out how to export the layout as OBJ without it only rendering like half of it, so I can build the roads. That's where I'm stuck at right now. Well, we hit the 2-hour mark on the stream. We have never even yet hit 10 viewers at one time yet on the stream. Well, at least next month is February, so.
Let's talk about real life for a second.
No.
You had me scared.
You're like, how? Oh, no.
Yeah, how? That middle part.
You really messed up now if you're that late.
Yeah. I think
Whoa.
I should make them out, but I have a good idea that I'll possibly go insane and probably hit my head on a bunch of...
Mapping is one of those things that, like, you either have it or you don't have it. And if you don't have it, it makes it not very much enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, I have, like, the creativity for it. Just don't have the patience for it.
Yeah. Honestly, I think with mapping, the hardest part, like the true hardest part, is getting the dim done.
Right.
The rest of it is just if you have patience to do it. Like, if I had the patience, like, and I wanted to put it into Luray, I could probably knock that thing out and get it fully functional and exactly how I want it in like 2 weeks. Because all like the hard stuff is done on it. It's just the details of like adding houses, adding trees, adding fences. But it just, I don't know. Well, Chris says that we had 10 viewers about 20 minutes ago, so that's better than what we have now. We're sitting at 4. I'm pretty sure it has to be Chris, Donald, the Flapper guy, and then there's probably just one more person else that's not commenting.
You can say my name, it doesn't matter.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'll probably change that.
See, it makes me laugh. Like, there's some modders that like are straight up okay with like just using their name in general public, but then like me, I just refuse to because I don't want my personal DMs getting blown up with questions constantly. Like that is the sole reason I do it. Like I have to be careful on Discord. Oh. But yeah, that is the sole reason that I just only interact on like other modding pages with like my actual modding page and not. How much silage do these cows need? Holy cow. This makes like 250,000 liters of maize silage seem like nothing.
Buy cows, they said. Be fun.
And this is only the 20 head that I have 50 in the pasture that are also eating through crap so fast. Like, this thing was like smack full. I mean, I'll probably switch to a different blend in a little while, but still. That is one thing I do like about Maze Plus, though, is like how you can add the different blends. Have you messed with Maze Plus a whole lot?
No. I just play the game. I mean, of course I have the good, some good mods. I don't really mess with Maze Plus unless it's fun.
So they have.
You just go ahead.
No, you go ahead, because I'll probably capitalize on something you say. So.
There you go. But see, you gotta understand with me. I barely play the game, but just a fun fact. I wouldn't call myself a photo modder because I actually make functional stuff. But I'm a I'm pretty good at being a photo modder.
Aren't we all? It's easier to have something that's like barely functioning, but you can make look really good and put on photos.
You know the 50 series that I've converted, or me and Shaven
Yeah.
converted? Fun fact, I really want to animate the interior. That's not animated. It needs to be row configuration. Like, it may have dual, single deletes, but it needs to have branded. There's so much wrong with it. I mean, it's error free, but there's just so much that's going wrong with it. It's
Yeah.
so dumb.
There's a lot of people that like think that air free is like the perfect mod, but realistically, air free doesn't exactly mean it's an amazing mod. Like the MDS bucket, for some reason it has an error that I cannot get rid of, and it refers to the Y values being offset on the main component, so component 0 in the i3D, but it's the translation on it is 000. There's no Y offset on it.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, and I did everything I could to get rid of it, and I was like, well, it's not affecting gameplay or anything, and it's not an error, it's just like a warning.
Right.
So I was just like, you know what? It's whatever. So the grapple still has some stranger issues sometimes, but
Right. Speaking of perfect mod just being error free, there was a Steiger Series 2, I believe, that was released on the Mod Hub today, and it cost Jaguar 75. The Kloss, the spout is not EDIM. How that got through, I don't know. And the Steyr Series 2, the colors are way too bright. I highly doubt it's EDIM, but I don't know
yeah,
how.
but
That's the third mod that's not been EDIM from the modders.
yet Giants gets mad at me for having a little bit of dirt on my hydraulic punches. I was like, technically with a tedder, it's folded down so long, there's gonna be dirt on the punches.
Whatever happened to your tedder? I didn't see nothing about that.
It's still sitting in my work in progress. I've been meaning to work on it this week. I just haven't had a chance. And I have to go back in and redo like the spec and normal map to like get the dirt off the hydraulic punches, and I just haven't had time to do that because it's not very fun. I have the file saved, so I don't have to like go like do all the Blender crap again. But yeah, the list isn't terribly long. I'm surprised. I don't know if I'll get it through the second shot or not, but that, and for some reason their store icon generator has been really crappy with the latest updates. So, well, it's now February. At some point I have to get the fence pack released too, because it's pretty much done. It needs store icons, but I can't get it to render it right. Mainly because like fences are so strange. Like it's like 2 XMLs for one. It is messed up. you had any weird issues with like the AI on the map, like where they stop, even though like you're not even close to the road?
Yes, I have noticed that with
I
the
don't,
neon.
I don't know if it's the map or if it's like, I don't know.
I've used base cam equipment. I was using a skid steer and it did the same thing, so probably something to do with the map, I'm sure.
I've thought about just turning the traffic off, but yeah, no, like I'd sit a tractor in the field over there, just waiting for another field to get ready, and the traffic would just be piled up. But the tractor was like so far away from the road, it wasn't even pointing to the road. That's the thing. I just like that's strange. I just didn't know if it was some like a bug on my end or what it was.
You got 4 viewers, man. It's starting to die down.
And we've sit at 4 for a while now. Generally around this time's when it generally picks up, but who knows? I'll probably stream again tomorrow night, so
Yeah, I think tomorrow would be the best bet. It'll
'cause,
be on.
yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything to do because all our teams are out of town, so I don't have to go do anything. So,
I got some sad news. I won't be on Saturday or Sunday, so I'll be on
uh,
mine. So if you stream, it's gonna be a lonely day for you, alright?
that's fine. That's how the last few streams have been. So, yeah, as long as we have someone in the comment section saying something every few minutes, I can mutter along that way. But now when that stops, ask me later then if I'm like gonna be okay, because sometimes it just gets boring.
I've been trying to make it about every time you stream. I've been
Well,
trying.
I try to keep the Discord open, so like if other modders or anyone just want to come like hop in, like used to like it'd be such a big thing for like modders to hop in like the same stream, but like lately it's just not been happening. Like I don't know. It's just strange, I guess. The last few weeks have been strange in modding, I ain't gonna lie.
I like how you're playing realistically, but you got like 89,791,621 dollars.
Okay, so here's the story is
Here
uh
we go now.
see? I told you. As long as someone like comments something every now and then, we'll be okay. Um, so that is all the money from the 200-ish hours I had on Midwest Horizons. I sold everything, and that's what it came out to. So it was like 93 actual $1 million. So I just straight up just like went to the save game XML, just copied that amount and just pasted it in here and started this save game. So technically it's realistic, but I can completely see why people don't think it's realistic. The problem is
Pull the technically card on me. I ain't got nothing else to say.
oh, I'm just being honest here.
You got 8 viewers.
Oh man, that's a 6. That font's kind of hard to read, I ain't gonna lie. Pretty
A
sure.
while ago it was like a little bit lower.
That's fine by me then. People come and go, so mainly I've tried to get the longer streams just so like people get the watch hours up, because you gotta like have like 1,000 of those for monetization too. So
Did all my schoolwork and everything, so to get that. I'm waiting for Call of Duty to come out tomorrow or tonight.
man, I'm not having a whole lot of luck getting the right amount of stuff in things. I'm gonna go find a different recipe. Maybe I'll like level itself out.
Maybe.
Oh, you can't change recipes while you're got stuff in the mixer. That's dumb. Huh. Yeah, because I put way too much brewers or distillers in there. I gotta keep remembering to call it distillers, even though Maize Plus calls it brewer's grain. And it's actually silage. It's like, I didn't know they actually made silage of that stuff.
Maize Plus, you can make salad with bodies, probably.
I mean,
Weird how Maize Plus works.
so they have a thing that's like called whole crop. You can
Yeah,
pretty
whole
much,
crop.
you can literally put anything in it. Like, it's like if you just have like a pile of stuff that have just been randomly dumped on your farm, you can just dump that in and it'll make whole crop silage.
I don't see a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's cool. The only rough thing is getting the silage bunkers to switch to whatever you're trying to put in it, because silage, like the base game silage, is no longer useful. So I have a whole bunker of it across the highway that's full of it, like 180,000 liters or something, that you can't use because it doesn't recognize it. So you can't use chaff. Like, it has to be like fresh maize. And if you don't set it up, like how I had to do it was like using like the East silage trailer. I had to like just dump a little bit on the ground, scoop it up with a bucket, and hover the bucket over the silage bunk. And then it like recognized it and changed the silo to that fill type. And then you could dump the trailer in it. I had to go to their Discord and ask how to do that because I was so lost how to switch the fill types in it. Oh, I don't know how to fix this. Also, it got extremely dark again for 10 a.m. in the morning. There's some weird stuff. We're sitting fairly solid at 5 to 6 viewers now, so that's good.
You want to know a little bit of a history fact?
Sure.
April 15th was probably one of the worst days in the world for America. Because Abraham Lincoln was assassinated and the Titanic sank.
You're not wrong. Like, you're really not wrong. I didn't realize that till like now.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, more you know. Yeah. Do appreciate you hopping on, Kevin, so it helps. So glad you can enjoy the stream. So
We gotta get your Facebook group alive again.
hmm.
We gotta get your Facebook going again.
Yeah, I need to post the photo contest. Like, because like the next month starts Tuesday, so
Please let me win.
hey, it's not my decision. I mean,
I had win with those index pictures last time.
well,
And
a
then
lot of it.
I got to update it for like a month. That hurt.
The thought is I still put it on there though. You know, I could have just been like, you know what, screw it, we're not doing that. But You can't just post an image.
No, I have to type something. Don't mind the
That's
random songs I'm about to post.
that's odd, because I don't think anyone else has to type something. Like what is viscosity?
What about European equipment? Or Dutch?
Why what?
European equipment. No, they really don't see that a lot.
Oh,
Imagine if that replaced.
I think I'll just remove that comment. Just use my
Say
use my administrative powers and just say no.
oh, oh no, my administrative powers are kicking in.
Not everything can be 100% fair. I mean,
Wait a minute.
I'm not saying the photo things are rigged at all. I have yet to remove a comment. So I'm just saying if there's something stupid on there, I will probably just remove it. Like, not an FS screenshot. I'll probably just, what. Actually, I think that's in the rules now. Is like, so I will let anyone join as long as they acknowledge the rules, because then that gives me the right of anything to kick them out if they do anything. So they don't even have to answer the questions; just agree to the rules. So, and like the other day, I added 140 people in one day, and that's not even Facebook adding their like the auto members. I was like, holy crap! This is not. I don't know how I'm supposed to like fly through and be like scan that many people that quick, but holy cow. I'm starting to think the viewer count on the stream might be stuck. Because we've been kind of bouncing between from 4 to 8, and it hasn't really changed on the stream a whole lot. I mean, we're sitting at 6 currently, but whoa. I mean, credit, we are going at 2 hours and 30 minutes, but
With my powers, I will make your Facebook group alive.
I mean, I automatically share every post I do in it, so along with
You have 2,100 members, and no one's barely posted. Come on, people, wake up.
it's not my fault. Nope, it's alive. The viewer count's working. We just dropped to 5, so I guess I just never look when it says something other than 6.
I did something unusual.
Oh no. Do you have what
Beg your equipment drawer.
on what map?
Galaxy and Greece.
Oh, the 22 version?
Yeah, the one that doesn't have buildings.
Ah. See, I wonder how like easy I could like just fix that. I was like, I'm fairly decent when it comes like getting that stuff, but
I don't know, but when you do it, you should definitely send it my way, because, I like maps to create.
why is it?
This map's like, hills are way too big on areas. You gotta have like 300 hours on that map to complete like 1 year.
What map?
Medicine and Creek.
Oh. Yeah, it's I know it's fairly hilly up there, but I didn't think it was that hilly. Like especially when you start going to like that dairy farm that's like on the edge of the map. Like that just gradual climb, like that's like 500 feet. Like I don't know if there's that big of a change of elevation in northern Missouri. I also have no clue why this bale is not disappearing in my mixer. Just sitting there. Kids, don't do this at home.
Parental.
Parental guidance is advised. I forgot. Super strength
Real
is.
question is, we're gonna be waiting for COD to release. Cause I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I'm gonna play it.
Does it release tomorrow? Or at midnight or whatever?
It releases, yeah, midnight.
Or would that be? Are you Central Time?
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern. So it probably releases at your midnight then. So like here in like 30 minutes.
Exactly.
No, I don't know what.
It might be getting. Oh, there's an update to it right now.
What do you play it on? Console or?
PC.
Say I don't game a whole lot, so I don't really know, to be dead honest. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this bale, but since the update broke super strength, I don't really know what to do to get it out.
Be a man and play the game.
Well,
It's good, Stu.
oh, there it goes.
Right as you are.
Now we're just gonna pick it up.
Sorry, I'm knocking out the Eddie Van Halen.
That's fine. You know, I really wish like YouTube had like just common music rights, so like you could play like that stuff. Like it'd be, like I ain't gonna lie, it'd be nice to just have some like background music playing in some streams.
It ain't Van Halen. I don't know what you're on about.
Okay, so Chris, I am from Southwest Missouri. Northern Missouri, it's not hilly compared to what I'm used to. And I've been up there a few times and I just don't see it. Like I know there's some hills, but like I don't know if it's as hilly as Medicine Creek makes it seem. And I think a lot of what that has to do was the use of the dim data whenever they made the map, because I think that's FS17 dim data. So you're talking like 5 years. Um, and believe it or not, there's been a lot of improvements in LiDAR since 5 years. So um, I feel like if we like ever redid that dim, which I do not want to because making dims is an utter nightmare.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean? You're not that bad.
Well, if your programs will work right.
Yeah, you're right.
I tried to render a 16 dim and it took like every ounce of my computer before I rebuilt. It was, yeah. Python can suck some juice. I ain't gonna lie. It was eating up the resources. But no, I really just want to make like a 4X that has like a brewery and stuff on it, so like you can get like distillers and everything. Be nice not to have to buy it at all.
Oh, I never thought I'd do that.
What'd you do?
Just 690 members in my Discord. Almost 700.
600 and what Discord do you have?
I'll invite you to it. I'm surprised you're not in.
I'm not. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of Discords I'm not in, just because like I don't like drama. Even though everyone's blaming me from starting drama, I kind of ended the drama. But I still do not like drama. Like I hate it. And there's so many Discords where there's drama in it anymore that it's just like that's what every notification is.
Well, this server's like it's laid back. I mean, it's active. I mean, it's not as active, as Tyson, but
Hope I joined,
getting
so
good roll.
go change my server profile around. At least I have like the nitro, so it helps a lot doing this stuff.
see the new update they added? Or like the profile thing? Kind of cool.
Where you can like switch between them?
No, the color thing.
Oh,
The theme.
no, I did not. Oh yeah, that. Which I gotta like change the actual logo on my desktop, but oh, we're in here now. Support US, or is that support us?
I don't know.
Are you a all international Discord server?
Oh, that's Ryan. He's the
Oh,
theme. I think he posted that in his announcements. Yeah, all things farming ATF. Yeah, that's Ryan. Me and him are really good friends.
you straight up added me as a moderator. I love it. That's happened so many times. People will invite me to a Discord, and the next thing I know, I'm a moderator.
What have I done? It's not like I don't know who you know.
I don't really think there's anything bad that I can do, so I think you're safe.
I think so too.
I'll probably just make sure people don't do something stupid, and that's about it. I mean, that's pretty much all I do in Tyson's server. Every now and then I have to get strict on some people, but there's also like 10 of us, so it makes life really easy.
Right.
And especially since the bots are getting better at detecting spam, it really helps. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add some silage bunkers back here because I'm eating through this maze at a very high rate. Also, I need to figure out how they built those silage bunkers so I can rebuild them and make them like other silage bunkers.
Yes, your place is starting to come alive again.
Huh?
All these posts happening. Can't believe it.
Oh, is it taking off
Yeah,
now?
under kind of like one person commented.
Oh. What'd you do, like screenshot challenge or something?
No, the guy said good Van Halen song.
Oh. Oh, that's what you were meaning where you couldn't just post a picture. You had to like say something. I thought you were meaning in Discord.
Mm.
Yeah, Facebook's like that. It's a pain. I ain't gonna lie. Is anyone else hear that weird like sound? I know I have the FS audio turned down, but it's like I don't know how to describe it.
I hope it's not my sound bar.
No, it's been going the entire stream. It's something to do with the mixer. I'm pretty sure, but I've never heard it before. Mainly because I play music while I'm on FS, but you know, due to copyright stuff, we can't have music, sadly. Why is it so dark at noon? I thought I fixed this. Let's see what she posted. What's nice about having a laptop and a desktop? We'll say driving across Missouri and Kansas is the most boringest places to drive ever. Drove to Colorado and there's nothing out there at all. Yeah, it's a very boring 4-hour drive home every time I want to go home. So I thought you said someone commented. Like I don't see any.
In my I forget which one it was. I think it was the one where I was pulling the DMI Ripper. I had like Van
Oh,
Halen. I'll wait.
yeah, it was that one. I didn't realize you made like 3 different posts.
Yeah, like 4.
Kevin said, for people looking to get into modding, what is the standard for using other modders' mods in a map? Like customized productions or customized place levels? Get a hold of them and ask. And even if they say, I don't need credit them anyway. But still ask, like, because there's some modders that just don't want stuff edited, and I understand, because all it takes is for someone to delete a diffuse or a spec map and something looks like garbage. And that happens a lot more than you would believe. So just ask and make sure to credit them. That's what I would say, Kevin. Well, we got 14 new member requests. He agreed to the rules. He did not agree to the rules. He agreed to the rules. He agreed to the rules.
No.
He agreed to the rules. He agreed. He did not. He did not. He agreed. He agreed. Maybe this is what I should do on the streams. Is just like go through who applied to it and just like all in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. Whoops. Some of these guys have been from a week ago. I only like check it like once a week. I don't have time to sift through profiles constantly. I will say, I think I have an Artsway spider on the way over. Yep. All the cows should be fed again for... You know, I really hope they like make their pay, because they are going through a ton of food. I mean, I started these Holstein cows out like at $20 each, so we're making money there at least. I just don't know where like the milk fill point trigger is on the map, and I think I actually have these cows on the wrong pen anyway to milk. I have to like put them over here. I really need to watch the videos. Kind of just took off playing the map.
You was on the Tower Children?
Yeah.
Good.
I at least try to. I bounce between a lot of different... You know, one day I might be rocking like 80s and 90s country, and like the next day be like listening to Cole or something. Like, that's just kind of what I do. So I know there's 4x, 16, 64x, but is there such a thing as an 8x map? So Chris, there is no people that say an 8x map, and they say they made one, is really just like, so it's always going to multiply by like values of 4. So it's like, so you have your 1x map, 4x, 16, and 64. Because for the values to work right, the x and the y coordinates have to double, which then makes like the area of the map not quadruple, but the next one up. I don't actually know what that's called. But basically it multiplies it by 4 times. So in multiples of 4 times 4, you can't have an 8x map. Because you're good. Because whenever you actually do say you have an 8x map, most people, what they're going to try to do is take 1x and multiply it by like double the size of it, and then add on another that size. So technically they're putting two 4Xs together, but how Giant System works is that map would not work right. It's technically doable. It is just highly not recommended because things just won't work.
Guess what I'm playing?
Hmm.
I'm playing COD.
So come out 15 minutes early.
I think I.
See, I thought about getting a console, just something else to like um, mess around with, but
Later on,
I don't.
I don't see the point of wasting $300 just to wasting more money on.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I already have a fairly decent PC set up, so
Yeah.
really the only thing I need to do is like get like a better actual headset. Like I have a decent headset now, but like the mic on it is like a little weird. That's like because I'm using like a boom mic. That's why it sounds so decent.
Alright.
Um,
Well, I'll be right back.
you're good.
Toothbrush. Be right back.
But yeah, so all that just multiplies by basically powers of 4. So um, basically the only way you could have an 8x map was if you had a 2x map, which does not exist. So I hope that helps. Also, if you know where to go and get a bunch of raised silage from, I am looking to order some apparently. So we are running out quickly. Yeah, I'll get some for free, but I think I'm going to, because technically as it sits, there's actually grass that's like ready to be harvested in like a lot of areas. Um, so I might just like chop some grass and just like it should be fermented by the time I need it. Should be being the key word there. Um, I just kind of, I mean, if it snows, probably not, but I mean, it does need to be high moisture, but that's like the most snowiness it's been. But yeah, so I mean, I don't think we'll be chopping grass now that there's snow on the ground, but you know, I've got some Meyer boxes that have been recently updated to a whole new standard. So, holy flickery. My gosh, Giants, you have got to get this figured out. Yeah, so there might be quite a bit of flickering, which is sad, but oh well. definitely killing FPS too. That's not really anything I can do, because... Yeah. So, well, I guess we will feed in the snow. Feed those cows. Those will probably get moved to Freestall Barn at some point. My gosh, we're gonna let them eat on some roughage, I guess. So I can't remember exactly. Yeah, oh well, that's part of life, I guess. No, things happen. So, I just keep forgetting to save the Maze Plus. So we'll save that now under the modding folder. So we can go see what cows need for missed it somewhere apparently. Base food, grass silage, maize silage, whole crop silage, power food, mineral feed, corn gist, canola, soybeans, peat pellets. Yeah, so we can add most of that directly without having to mix it. So that's probably what we'll do. So we have soybeans. So this actual silo right here actually has soybeans in it. So I think we'll just add all this stuff kind of directly here. It'll work out better. Yeah, I know I jinxed myself. Oh well, we'll live. It ain't the worst thing that's happened. Let's go feed some cows in the winter time and, you know, just live life. You know, try to get these calves somewhat fed so productivity will increase because it's quite low. Whoa, that's a little slick. Can I put CCM in there? I cannot. Oh, graphics card updates out. Let's go. Wonder what that will boost. And this is how you run out of distillers really quick. It's just by feeding it directly. I don't know why I got CCM, because you can't even feed it to cows pretty much. That should help bring up the moisture food at least and boost their productivity. Those are fairly decent on everything. Grab some soybeans. And they should be set to take off to full productivity. I just don't know if I have enough soybeans to sustain them forever. You got quite a few. So you got like 20 loads. Maybe a little less. But if we feed them a bucket a day, we should be able to make it through the year fairly okay. So now they officially have a little bit of everything. I need to give them some more maize silage because they'll eat through that fairly quick. Whoa, man, that hill is... That's the only spot where it's slick at, is this hill. What's cool is there's actually snow on the railings. That is how much work I put into these railings, is they have snow on them. Like, isn't that cool? Like, look at that. Like, let's go. I put a lot of work into those things to make them good for you guys. Probably too much, but, you know. Hopefully we don't slide down the hill backwards here. I try. A lot of things, if you just take time and do it right, they'll work out fairly decent for you. So that's just what I've learned, is just take time and do it right instead of just trying to shorthand everything. So doing that, you'll do good. So yeah. Yeah, that's the goal, is just make things like that pop. So I think all the fences should have that on them. So I mean, even like large HE put like all that on stuff. So she's even got the normal maps working with it. So I will say I am ready for it to stop snowing though. Mainly because I'm tired of like having to like take so slow on that corner. Mainly because I don't want it to get so deep that I have to like plow the snow. So, which I don't think I'll ever get there, but you know, we have that tractor right there just in case if it does. Just got to keep the calves fed. This should probably be the last load. Yeah. That should keep them fairly well fed for a while. Oh, this. Probably just take this dude and park it over there in the barn. That way, so it's not terribly snowed in if it doesn't stop snowing over the next few hours. Yeah, this is the first time it's snowed on the map, so I'm interested to see actually how it does. So, you know. I'm also curious to see if these silage wagons will... It's a really expensive silage wagon. Now I gotta go get the tractors to go take him, bring him back. I'm pretty sure they dropped him at the actual store. Yep. You gotta have the beacons on because it's a necessity. However that TikTok goes. Plus, if you have everything on, it looks really cool with the beacons. But I also kind of like despise them at the same time. Looks like a decent photo opportunity here. Whoops, meant to hit F12. Man, God, everything's flickering. You can notice when everything flickers too, because FPS takes a hit. We have officially hit the 3-hour mark on the stream. We are streaming for a long time tonight. Well, there's our $100,000 silage wagons. Oh, I hear mic movement. He's back.
Yeah, take a quick shower.
Well, while you were away, it's decided to wreak a northeaster on us. So,
What?
a northeaster. It's like a really strong winter storm. It's mainly over the northeast United States.
No way. I'm playing Call of Duty.
I just wish there's so much flickering. It kills me.
Your shaders.
Huh?
Your shaders, maybe?
I'm only running tint. That's literally the only thing I'm running. So, and it seemed to only do it during snow. So, I don't know. Don't know what's going on.
To come along and talk with us.
As long as he keeps it PG, that's okay.
Alright.
As soon as he starts getting going, I might have to dock him a little bit. Can you move him over? Or? I can. I don't care. He hasn't even pinged me, so.
Dang it, man! I'm trying to figure it out.
I was just about to, actually.
I was like, I'll come to the rescue.
I saved the rated R stuff for the MRS chat, actually.
Okay. Wise move. So,
I saved that for my private VCs on Discord.
I was like, we're not going to put up with that. I don't want to lose monetization rights before I even get there.
Don't worry, I got you back. That reminds me, I need to do a post about your stream.
Well,
October 28th, so.
it's only, well, that would have been a good place to park those if it wasn't too tall. It's still only October 27th here, so. I've also been.
Third world country. I live in the future.
I live in the past. Which one's better? This means you've had an hour more of politics.
Pineapple and oranges not go together. Oh my god.
Pineapple and oranges? What the heck? Yeah, well, you know, he's playing Call of Duty, so he's kind of...
He's not promising any stuff like us.
No, he just got the new Call of Duty, so...
Kyle.
Update or whatever.
Oh yeah, that comes out
What?
Wednesday night, doesn't it?
Does Tired Iron want to join too?
Wait, Jesse?
Huh?
What?
We were all talking about different things, I think.
I think so too.
Can we just talk about like how sometimes the way tractors act in snow are like so unrealistic?
What is going on? Oh,
Very much so.
Holy flickeriness.
It's been doing it more so I noticed on Antenna also since the update.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's foliage that he's using or what. But it...
it's just a thirsty map.
Well, it's not just his map, also Spring Creek is doing it too.
So I don't know what's going on. It's only done this really bad during the winter. I mean, like
It must be a Giants thing.
oh, I'm sure it's a Giants thing. Everything breaks his Giants thing, it seems like anymore. Luckily, everything of mine seems to be holding still. So that's a plus. I need to figure out what
That's trying to learn the car.
it's so slow.
Yeah, dude, like everyone's trying to learn.
Well, I recall when everyone was trying to download Farm Sim, it literally crashed Steam servers for almost 2 hours.
I remember when because I bought it directly from Giants, my first version, and that was a mistake. But yeah, no, it took probably a solid 24 hours for it to finally be able to like connect to the servers and download properly. Also, y'all are gonna really enjoy these trailers whenever they get out to y'all. Juno has done amazing work on these things.
Like I've said in Tyson's stream, past streams, and in his server, and in Jono's server when he had it up, his mods are a fire.
Oh,
They're a solid fire.
Yeah,
what were we calling?
Jonos are 46 mods. Yeah, they're.
Quiet, please.
He's been working on things. I think he.
What? Got
Oh,
something good in store from what I understand.
can I stream in here? Oh, I can't.
You can't. It's. I don't know why you can't stream in a stage.
I don't know. I was
It's.
about to stream my first match of COD. Well, not to do one.
Well, I was like, well, if you do that, I could, like, I guess with like Stream Deck or Streamlabs, I can like just like punch up like a smaller preview, and I was like, you know what, I could show like the new COD game, but then I forgot you can't really stream in stages, which I don't get why you can't. It's the same. It's just I can't. I've tried it because I would rather stream directly to Discord, so then like people are in the stage can see
I don't think.
what I'm talking to. But what we're in right now is the stage. You just can't stream in it, which is stupidly dumb.
Dude, the game's broken. Jeez. Yeah, the game's broken.
Which I don't mind because I'm just tinkering around with stuff.
It's only 50 gigabytes. I don't think that's right. Let's Google this real quick.
What do you think? It not download everything?
Maybe.
I don't know how we're staying steady. We haven't dropped. We're sitting at 4 viewers, so I'm kind of surprised people haven't just left.
Well, I'm giving you views because I haven't even been back on.
And I think Taylor still has me up. I think he might not. He might have dropped it.
What are you talking about? I would never do that.
I don't care. That's fine.
Better.
I was like, you might not have the bandwidth to sustain it all.
I ain't got money.
You ain't got no bandwidth.
I don't know. Man, I didn't realize I was trying to stream in 4K the other day. It worked good till got like an hour and a half in the broadcast. I got a little finicky.
Yeah, Tim said that you were having issues with it.
So, and then I just dropped it back down to 1080p and we were fine. So,
What do you know? The game I've waited for almost a year for, paid $110 for, is broken.
you paid $110 for COD?
I have money. I have a job.
I have
No
a
life.
I have money, I have a job, and I also don't have a life. But I spend that money buying software to mod instead of games. So if you hear that, go support Lazy and Modding on Patreon. Or hit the subscribe button, that's easier. We've only had 2 people subscribe tonight.
I'm about to go interrogate every single one who watched the stream.
I think there's actually quite a few that have even like interacted that are not subscribed. It's kind of funny. Like, I don't even care if you turn on the notifications. I just want to get to like the 1,000 subscriber standpoint.
Also, I don't even care at this point about the game. I'm just listening to Van Halen. I'm good.
Also, working with this Delgin blade when you have a joystick makes it so much more enjoyable.
Also, created a permanent Discord invite on Discord also.
Perfect.
Where?
Dropped it in the post that I just made
Awesome.
Where?
on the MRM Facebook.
Yeah,
You know, we're only like almost 700 members. 10 members could help out. Help my brother out.
Oh, which, by the way, Taylor, you're unbanned from MRM. For you, by the way.
dang, Taylor.
Didn't Ryan ban me?
Yeah, he's gone, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Ryan
Just
said something about it. He apologized. So, he'd do me
I,
okay.
I helped you out on that.
oh, he pulled the IOU card,
Yeah.
or actually you owe me card.
No, he owed money.
Either way, either way.
Most people that are banned on my server are just banned. Most of them won't get a second chance.
Smooth brains, more or less.
Oh, my brain is smooth. Hey, Lazy, I got a question for you.
Yeah,
Where's my true modder rule at?
true modder rule.
Here we go.
I probably just haven't added it to you, to be honest. I assigned those like a year ago, and I haven't
Oh,
updated them.
so fun fact, the reason or how I joined your Discord was through Patreon.
I was gonna say, you're still linked through it,
Yeah.
so appreciate it. So
I think I got an invite from Mark, actually.
yeah, there's been a few other links flying around to join it. So most of them, if they're from someone I don't know, I generally delete the invite links because I don't know where they're getting sent to. So, but if like I know who it is that's like sharing it, then
Boys, I might be getting myself an 86 Bronco.
Rust Bucket.
It's 56,000 miles. They want 4,000 for it?
What? Does it have a motor?
Yeah, the motor.
Your rolling chassis, or at least fucking bolts.
No, everything's original on it. Besides that straight piped it. Paint's a little flaky, but that's fine. Adds detail. Heat and air. That's rare. The most problem is the little small dent in the bumper on the right side or passenger side, and the hood's a different color.
Have you seen this thing in
More than
person yet?
yeah.
Oh, it's like you might be getting like scammed on Marketplace or something.
Yeah.
Because of like Craigslist type stuff.
Ooh, look, a ditch witch for only $1. Let me go buy that.
Craigslist is such dying now, sadly.
It really is.
Marketplace just completely burnt that dude out.
Mine's alright.
Be like that.
I I remember like looking for days for my first vehicle on Craigslist.
I'm sad.
Why? Because you can't play COD, or
Yeah.
man, aren't you happy you spent $110 on it?
Only for you. Only for you.
I ain't watching it, so
Yeah, I don't think you want to watch a pixelated game.
oh, is it that broke?
No, dude.
Ouch.
Like, nothing's even loading. I'm starting to question if I have to uninstall it, too, and reinstall. I don't want to leave my computer on for 10 hours.
What do you have it done for?
Randy, we're not going to talk about this, man.
Falling asleep on PC.
He done it, too.
Dude, you were straight up snoring.
I can say that's one thing I've not done before. Probably never
You gotta
will.
think, though. Before I started working, I was pretty much on Discord all the time. I really had nothing to do besides nothing. I mean, the yard was kept clean. That was about it. And the house was kept clean. But me and Randy, I mean, we'd sit in DC for days on days on days. Either playing ATS, Farm Sim, or doing something.
Yeah, very true.
And then you got banned.
Yeah.
And we're not
Oh,
gonna
sad.
talk about that
Well, this
because
was in my old server before it got raided. And then
yeah,
that leaking stuff started, you know, false accusations.
and then certain people that we have mutual acquaintances with decided that he would get a big hit about himself, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Anyways, almost 2 years later, here we are now.
Yeah, you're making good content for the 5 people we have watching. So Yeah, I don't think I'd let him in. I don't trust him to keep it straight.
Yeah. Do we need to bring up Tyson's YouTube streams?
No, I've been on many of those before, so
Yeah.
Same.
We're very aware of what Cattle's, able to do. We're good.
If you want a stream to go southbound real quick, get him in.
well, even just in general,
Southbound down.
even just in general voice chats, like, it's kind of rough with him in it. That he'll make someone mad and he'll get like banned from the server temporarily.
That's why he doesn't have those abilities in MRL.
Be like though.
I was gonna say there was like a solid month that he was just gone from Tyson's server.
Yeah,
Ghost.
because he was hanging out in MRL, and that's where he's pretty much been. He's been hanging out around us.
Yeah.
He said around though.
Ghost wrote his own story, so he.
I like how you're
Pretty much where they've been.
in K Farms. Your nickname is Cocaine.
Yeah, I said it as that for a reason.
Hmm.
Martin gave me that nickname a long time ago.
I think people in K Farms are a little crazy.
They can be good folks. It just depends on the day. Martin goes to MRL.
Well,
That would
folks,
make Mark mad.
I believe we are going to call it an evening as we are approaching 3.5 hours. I am just tired, so
He says evening, but it's almost midnight.
it's still evening. Well, if you say good night, it sounds like you're leaving, so yeah.
You gotta
But
tuck the homies in and give them a kiss on the forehead.
that's all you, man, not me. But seriously though, y'all,
There we go.
thanks for joining in this evening. If you haven't yet, do hit that subscribe
Don't forget to
button.
subscribe and like.
Yeah, what he said too. I know there's 7 of you watching, so I expect 7 subscribers here really soon. So, yeah.
If you don't subscribe, I'll find you and I'll tickle you. If you don't,
Just got creepy really quick.
And his name's Flapper Guy to make it even more creepy. So.
hold still. I just want to take some pictures.
Oh lord.
And on that note,